Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. Today's video was showcasing a team using Dedenne, which is the strongest Pokemon currently, and Gligar, which is a recently buffed Pokemon into becoming also a very strong Pokemon. I wouldn't believe that it's actually meta. Gligar is more of like an annoying core breaker to play against, but the team here is featuring an ABB weak to grass in the back. We have Dedenne and Azu being weak to grass, and then you just use the Azu to bait out the grass type and then beat it with Gligar. The team kind of like meta, so if you are interested into a meta team that can help you into climb at least to rank 20, you know, once people hit rank 20, the meta will for sure change. But in the meantime, let's enjoy these buffed Pokemons. We have Dedenne, we have a Gligar, both are buffed. And this is kind of like a fan favorite Pokemons. Like, people love Dedenne, love Gligar. Some people hate Azu, yeah, that's for sure. So we're picking up an amazing lead into Fortress, and that's probably the main reason we have Gligar. But swapped into a Ufisk, which is something that we don't have an answer to, so we must stay in. So we're gonna like build up to 2 digs and then just sort of throw both of them here. Hopefully they don't shield. They did shield the first one, and now we still live the other one. Like, look at this. Like, this matchup is not a comfortable matchup with the Ufisk. The fact that these discharges aren't doing any damage is just fun to watch. I do believe that Gligar wins this matchup, even down 2 shields, and then we're just gonna switch out and spam these parabolic. You know why? Because we resist these bug bites, and opponent is kind of like have to deal with this, because whatever in the back is weak to Dedenne. Like, that's how team building work, right? They threw a rock to him, we shielded, we don't care, we're just gonna keep spamming these parabolic charge, keep boosting the damage, and opponent fainted with a move, that's good for us, and there is their own Dedenne. Now what do? Well, we're tanky enough to live these parabolic charge. Let's just throw some play roughs, and I do believe that we live whatever charge move they throw. So let's see, can Dedenne tank a move? It does tank a move, because we double boosted, and Dedenne now soloing an entire team. Well, it didn't solo, it kind of duo like the entire team. Okay, let's move to the next one. These battles were submitted to the channel by our friend Teddy, so thank you so much, Teddy. We're picking up a horrible lead. We switch out, they bring in Gastro. This matchup is actually playable for us now. It's not that bad of a matchup, but if the opponent is running my team, I do believe that we will be in a big trouble. They landed the Earth Power. I'm assuming that Teddy here is not gonna fight for alignment. He's just gonna throw his charge moves, play out the 0, get a shield advantage, and hopefully that Dedenne upper shield will be able to do something. So we don't need to shield this is just body slam. You go Gligar, farm this thing all the way down, pray that they don't have Water Pulse. I think there is a chance they do. They don't. Now we're just gonna farm all the way down, switch out, and pray for a shield advantage. They have a fighter. You know what beats the fighter? It's Dedenne. Dedenne is about to sweep, so we're not gonna shield the first one here. Our friend Teddy knows how to play this game, so he's like, I'm not going to shield a non-boosted. So now they did not shield. Oh my god, I think we miscounted. So we kind of have to let it go and go for an aggressive farm down. Good thing they did not survive that. So now we need to show some Gligar action. Aerial Ace number 1 getting shielded. Oh, we're going to get cooked. If they have a Flame Charge, we're in a bad situation. Okay, that was actually good timing. 2 aerial aces. We need 2 aerial aces to KO. So we have throw on 3, because if you do the 4, I think we faint with a charge move, and 2 did actually just enough damage to KO there. So if you saw that he let go of the Dedenne for one simple reason, is that because we throw in CMP. If we did not throw in CMP, we would have had a better chance. So this is actually a good lead. Look at the Fury Cutter chunking out that Shadow Sceptile. So, oh my god, still did so much damage. The point just swapped from a bad lead into a horrible situation. Gligar is just gonna abuse that and fight this. I don't think that's a Rock Slide, so we can just stay in, over farm, just throw before they get to the 3rd Mud Slap. And yeah, Gligar is just sweeping, man. Oh my god, opponent is just not respecting anything about the Gligar, and they just got punished by a Gligar. Do you guys think there is an algorithm? Because I don't know, opponent's terrible weak to Gligar. They just queued into the Gligar that literally almost soloed their entire team, going for an Ice Beam. They called the bait. There is no bait. We just nuke in here. That was a nice game. Gligar showcase. What about the Dedenne showcase? This video is supposed to be about Dedenne. Wait, who's that? The Mattress King? Like, what was that? Mattress King? Like, you're so good at going to bed? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Opponent swapped in a ferret. I do believe that we have to bait it, like, not bait it, chip it, and then go to our own fairy. This fairy holds the good damage from the ferret, or like the trail, not the trail base, the body slam and the feint attack, and that was actually how you're supposed to play it. I'm just gonna go straight for a player up. I don't think there is a reason to fight in this switch. We don't want to, because we know how to play the game. Opponent overfarmed. I think they went to like 9-10 or something. We don't need to shield this. We can just go back to Gligar. I mean, they can go straight Fire Punch. This is not a bad matchup for actually Diggersby. So if opponent knows, they actually wouldn't switch out, because it's not a bad matchup. We need to do like one then switch. I think we could have done one, because we're just gonna get denied. No, wait, no. This is actually the best way, because if we did one, we're gonna get denied. We're gonna lose a bubble. But if you throw it right away, you get a 0-turn switch, and that doesn't have to happen. What do we do now? I mean, I do like throwing Ice Beam here, because opponent is 100% shielding, and we throw the next one right away just before they get to the second charge move, so we don't get debuffed for throwing it. We must shield this, and now it's about getting to farm this. So this is a Swift, and oh my god, that was just a difficult game. The opponent team was too tanky for our two frail Pokemons, as you saw. Let's move to the next one. Dragonite into Gligar, horrible lead, but we have two hard answers. Usually when we switch out, they bring in the hard counter to Azu. I do believe this is some Psychic Fang shenanigans, but the Azu is going to be able to get some advantage here. Whether we get a shield advantage or we flip switch, I do believe, because we're supposed to get the second move before they get to the Psychic Fang. I don't think we do feint to the Psychic Fang, so they have to shield. And now opponent is over farming. I don't think it matters, because we're not shielding this. We can't. We have to pray that 2 shield Dedenne will carry this team to the victory. We let the first one go, and now it's about the second one. We're going to let it go, and then we're just going to switch out Thunder Shock all the way down. Opponent has a Fortress. So what we're going to do, we're just basically going to double parabolic charge and just keep ramping up. We get to 2 charge moves before they get to 1, which is kind of good. We missed the bubble. I saw that. So now, do we have to shield? We must shield. There is no debate about that. They threw the Rock Tomb, and now we have to farm them down. And we did get the farm down. Opponent realized they screwed up with this game badly. And our friend Teddy took advantage of that when they decided to farm down the Azu. And they ended up with a useless energy. So this matchup, who wins? It's a Gligar. They go to they go to Lapras, and if you see our team, we have 2 Azu counters. We have 2 Lapras counters. We have Azu, we have Dedenne. Now, if the Lapras has Skull Bash, Azu technically doesn't count. But when they switch into something that you kind of wall, you build up your energy, then you switch. So he did 12 Fury Cutters, and then he switched to his own Azu to catch the Sparkling Aria. Opponent through, which means this is a Sparkling Aria. So that was the phenomenal way into playing that matchup. Again, why? If they switch in, okay, they throw in bad timing, so this Azu is about to cook this game. They throw the Skull Bash. We should get to 2 player-ups before they get to 2 Skull Bashes, right? And that's all we need to do. Like, we don't care about winning this switch. So we just want to throw the 2 charge moves. Second player-off landed. We don't care. Opponent tried to snipe with the Dedenne, but we have the hard counter. This is a kind of an aggressive bait. Opponent called it. So this is, well, it's like opponent was like in a tough situation, but now opponent is back to the game because of that bait. I'm just gonna go straight dig at this point, and they did not shield, and we cooked. So at least we did not double down on that bait. They have a Credeli. So I do believe that this team is kind of weak to Credeli, because Credeli is just too annoying. So we have to come up with like some sort of a play into this. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go to Azu, because oh my god, what a play, my friend. Look at that. He saw that play from a mile. He swapped for the opponent. He knew that the opponent is about to switch and swap and snipe the Azu. So he immediately swapped after that. Look at that. They threw and look, blind switch because he know. So sometimes you have to come up with like a 500 IQ gameplay like that. And then look at that. With so back. Oh, they have acid. Incredibly. I mean, I do believe that acid is kind of better to run in than bullet seed, but acid just put you in an awkward situation against stuff like Diggersby or Gastro. Well, I mean, you still have the super effective charge move. They throw the grass knot, and oh my god, dude, the acid is just doing so much damage. There is a tentacle video after this one, but I do believe that, dude, the Dedenne is just too strong, man. Like, look at this. Just the spamming, ramping up on the defense. It doesn't matter. You're doing super effective. Nope, it's not going to be super effective after I boost. That's what the Dedenne said. Let's move to the next one. Gligar into Gligar. I mean, this is a horrible mirror. I hate it. Look at that. Fury Cutter is double resisted by both. But the best part about it is, like, it's one turn fast move. Opponent is staying in for 3 hours and then switching out. Opponent is actually playing it really well. Where, like, they switched out after they got a load of energy. But then they also shielded. So I don't like it when you do a good play that forces you to shield, you know. So it's not technically good because here we're left with a shield advantage, right? We're gonna get to the ice beam if they don't throw. They did throw, and now they have, like, I don't know, 700 energy. We're just gonna go to our own Dedenne to force them to throw the play rough. Usually they bait here. Okay, we're gonna tank the move and then switch out. They have a Dragulge with acid. Acid Dragulge is actually meta. I wanted to make a video about it, but I feel like there is enough videos about it now, so it's not worth making one. Dig. Oh my god, dude. I think opponent just gave us a chance into playing this game. But remember that the Gligar is so loaded. So we have to catch an aerial ace. If we want to win this game, I think we have to catch an aerial ace, or they will try to catch and then we make a play. And here comes the catch. The aerial ace is resisted and we should be able to get to a charge move. So here opponent also caught our move. So this is kind of chaotic. What are we supposed to do? I don't think we're getting to a move. If we're getting to a move, it's GG, but we're not getting to a move. And them throwing right now means that they will get to another one before us. So now we need this move to KO. Can this move KO, or can we farm down before they get to the next one? It's kind of difficult, but they have to. And as I told you, opponent actually did a good play from the lead situation when they just farmed so much energy on the Gligar, and that energy came in handy. Next game. Gligar into Clodsire. So they switch out, so we don't need to worry. So when they switch in a Ferret, throw a charge move, the aerial ace, and then go Dedenne. Why would you do this? Because Ferret is so annoying to play against. So what you do is you split the damage. You chip so they can't fight for the swaps. So they can't, like, Trailblaze, ramp up the Sucker Punch, and then farm you all the way down. We're gonna ramp up our defense here. And we're left with good amount of energy, and we still get to a play rough that is not going to do damage, but we won switch. That's what matters, right? Going to go back to Gligar. If they have a Stone Edge, we're not in a good situation, but they have a Sludge, which means we can easily tank 3 charge moves. We're going to farm up, throw in CMP. And this Dig, I don't think it does KO, but it puts it kind of in bubble range. I think we can just keep farming and shield and then farm, or just throw the aerial ace like that. So, you know, you don't need to shield, and then we just blind go to Azu, and they have a Golurk. That Golurk is gonna get cooked by and get bubbled all the way down by the Azu. They saw that coming and then they left the game. Let's move to the next one. Gligar into Azumarill. This is a horrible lead. I think we just have to pivot to Dedenne and pray that they don't have a Dedenne counter. So we had a chance to throw in good timing, but I think we're just holding on our energy in case they decide to switch out. Now, since they are staying in, it's not worth it for them to switch out. We can just ramp up our damage. They swap into Dusknoir. Ooh, the opponent is putting their Dusknoir in a difficult situation because this mouse is so boosted. And the Astonish is not doing any damage with 3 times boosted. Can we shield farm down? No, we're not going to do that. We're better than this. We don't play Degen. I think we get a 1 turn to bring in. No, we didn't. We don't need to shield this. Shadow Punch is not going to do that much damage. So now we have the Azu into our own Azu. Where did the music go? I mean, we have some good amount of energy to fight back in this fight, and they no shielded. They lived with 1 HP. That's kind of like a good play from the opponent, and they do have a Sable guy in the back. All we need to do is just to force the Sable guy through a charge move, and I mean, we can, if they shield, we can just switch out, go for the dig. We don't need to shield one of those charge moves, but let's just shield, screw it, and just go for the dig and hope that this dig KO. I mean, if it doesn't, they will be in bubble down range, and that dig actually did enough damage to take out the Sableye. I guess the opponent's team was just too weak to this poke. And that was the last battle. So thank you so much everyone for watching, and thank you so much Mr. Teddy for sending us this amazing battle, and I hope what? If you guys know, what am I hoping? Thank you so much, Teddy, for sending us these battles, and I hope... Dude, it's not I hope. Okay, yeah, now I remember. Don't forget to like the video if you like the content, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.